Hello and welcome to my channel. Alright, tonight we have some clown facts, just because that seems to be the picture that we're coming up with tonight, if you can see as the progress is coming through. So, Clown Week is actually in August or July. Yeah, August I think I saw. So we're the wrong side of the year, but that's okay. We're going with the picture. Alright, the etymology is a word worth noting of the clown word is origin unknown, but some say it came from the Scandinavian word related to clumsy. One of the other facts that I got said that it might have come from Iceland for a clumsy person. It was first recorded in the English language in 1569 as clown with an E, or cloyne, C-L-O-Y-N-E, meaning rusting, boor, peasant. The history of them. The first known clowns were documented from the 5th dynasty of Egypt in 2400 BC. Clowns also started in ancient Greece as bald-headed figures in a supporting role for mimes and farces, a highly exaggerated comedy skit, making parodies of humorless characters. This type of clown also emerged in the Roman mime, wearing a cone-shaped hat and party-coloured costume, receiving all the tricks and abuse of his co-actors. Not acknowledged as a professional comic actor, clowns were just parts of the medieval minstrel entertainment acts. It was during the Middle Ages when the clown character started to develop, such as the enfant sans souci, who specialised in comic drama, and the Italian commedia dell'arte, who based their characters on the rustic fool figures of the ancient Greek and Roman theatre. Arlencino, or Harlequin, from the Italian comedy theatre, emerged in Europe in the late 16th century. It started as a comic valet or zany, then transformed into a gymnastic trickster with a black domino mask holding a bat. English clowns William Kemp and Robert Armin started becoming famous during the 17th century because of their travel to Germany. Pickle Herring, a popular German clown, wore oversized shoes, waistcoats, hats and costumes with giant ruffles around his neck. Piero, or Pedrolino, the French clown, introduced the classic white-face makeup during the late 1800s. In 1805, Joseph Grimaldi of England popularised the present classical features of the clown. He started the typical physical tricks, tumblings and comical whippings. During the 19th century, excuse me, Philip Astley added these buffoons to his shows, marking the beginning of modern circus clowns. Types of clowns. August, the German word for fool, and August was the most recognisable modern clown, also known as the Red Clown. Tom Belling Sr. popularised the August, Dummer August maybe, character in 1870, where he had been seen acting with a white clown. They were usually distinguished as clumsy, happy clowns with base makeup colour of pink, red or tan instead of white. Their costumes have vibrant colours and are frequently too large. The August clown is often a joker or a fool, clever enough then when following the instructions given by the white clown, or dull enough to commit errors intentionally. The blackface. Gaining popularity during the 19th century, blackface is a time of theatrical makeup usually used by non-black performers to portray a black person. It became partly responsible for the circulation of racial stereotypes such as the happy-go-lucky dark on the plantation or dandified coon. In the 20th century, its popularity declined in the United States, and years after was considered to be offensive, racist and disrespectful. Harlequin, the most particularly zany comedic servant from the Italian play Commedia dell'arte. Harlequin is characterized by his iconic checkered costume, the black domino mask and hat, portraying a cheerful and tricky slave playing with his master and chasing his lover, Columbina. Its name is from a mischievous dance character in popular French plays. Harlequins have 6 variations: Trivolino or Trivolin, Truff, Truffaldin and Truffaldino, Guazzetto, Zaccaccino, Bagattino, Petrolino or Pierotto. A jester, also known as a fool, court jesters were entertainers during the medieval and Renaissance era whose main purpose was to entertain the monarch and his guests. Sometimes he would perform with the common people at fairs and markets. During the medieval times, their costumes were vibrant, with eccentric hats in various patterns. Their performances include, but were not limited to, music, storytelling, acrobatics, juggling, telling jokes, and magic tricks. Jesters sing or recite modern jokes about people and events, usually performed in a comic style. Mime artist. A clown who acts out a story through body motions without the use of speech. Their mime-style makeup ends at the jawline with their necks uncovered. Piero. The character from Commedia dell'arte, who was portrayed by the sad clown who kept on yearning, for Columbina's love but got rejected because she leaves him for Harlequin. He performs with a whitened face without a mask, wearing loose white top with exaggerated buttons and wide white bottoms. He is a naive character, seen as a fool, and is usually the victim of pranks. Rodeo clown. Often in tramp or August style makeup, rodeo clowns are performers seen in bull riding competitions. They have a distinct style of makeup, using geometric shapes instead of outlining the performer's natural features. There are two types of rodeo clowns: barrel clowns, which lures the bulls into attacking a large metal barrel in the centre of the arena, and bullfighters, often seen wearing a denim skirt held up by one suspender. Tramp. Inspired by the homeless and hobos who ride the rails during the Great Depression, tramp clowns have white makeup around their eyes and mouth. They paint an artificial beard using grease paint, signifying the coal smoke from the America's rail yards. Tramp clowns wear shredded, ripped, and patched clothing with fingerless gloves, appearing to be either happy or sad. They usually get their butts whipped or their faces wet from squirting flour. Whiteface. Oldest of all clowns, whiteface is the highest status of clown hierarchy, leaving no underlying natural skin visible, painting their face, neck, and chest white. Character clown exists only in clown tournaments, where they usually portray a specific occupation, hobby, or an iconic and famous individual with makeup similar to Whiteface, August, or Tramp clowns. Evil clown, the subversion of comic clowns, popularized by DC Comics character the Joker in 1940 and in Stephen King's 1986 novel It. Notable clowns are Joseph Grimaldi. He was one of the greatest English buffoons. He had the most contribution in popularizing the clown character. To honour Grimaldi today, clowns are often referred to as Joeys. John Bill Ricketts. He brought the first modern circus to the United States, specifically in Philadelphia in 1792. Matthew Sully. Known for his song 4 and 20 Periwigs, Sully portrayed the Harlequin, a tumbler and a singer in Sadler's Wells Theatre in London. Jean-Baptiste Casimir Brechard. Since the decline of circuses in the United States, Brechard reintroduced these circus entertainers to America in 1807. George L. Fox. Dubbed as the American Grimaldi, he was the first great white-faced clown of the United States who introduced Grimaldi's antics to the American stage. Alright, let's see what else we've got for you. Seven things you didn't know about clowns. There really are a lot of clowns in clown cars. It's tempting to think that clown car gag is an illusion, but according to Greg DeSanto, Executive Director of the International Clown Hall of Fame and Research Center, there's a Clown Hall of Fame and Research Center? There is no trick to the clown car gag, he told Car and Driver, that there are no trapdoors in stadium floors. Cars are real cars. Instead, the car is gutted of its interior and all windows are painted over except for a peephole for the driver, who sits on a milk crate. Then DeSanto said it's a matter of shoving in the clowns. The compact car can fit between 14 and 21 clowns. You can attend Grimaldi's funeral and dance on his grave. Okay. Joseph Grimaldi was one of the world's first circus clowns. He made his biggest mark in the profession in 1806 with his rogue meets fool clown character. Pantomime clowns, aka Joeys, get their clown makeup from him. Grimaldi's work is honoured by his present-day peers every year on the first Sunday in February at the Holy Trinity Church in London. You can celebrate one of history's greatest clowns too by heading to North London, where artist Henry Krokatsis installed musical tiles over his grave. Tap your feet to play Hot Codlins, a tune Grimaldi was known for. A creepy clown fad has been around since the 80s. Mysterious clown run-ins currently abound, but this isn't the first time people have used clown costumes to frighten their community. In 1981, there were reports of men dressing as clowns and harassing school children in Boston. Later that spring, Kansas City kids reported being chased by clowns. Sightings have popped up in the news periodically ever since. The World Clown Association has had to contend with their profession being besmirched by these jokers, and they're not happy about it. Clowns must follow the 8 clown commandments. They include remembering that a good clown entertains others by making fun of himself or herself and not at the expense or embarrassment of others. Promising not to smoke or drink when in makeup or costume, and to remove my makeup and change into my street clothes as soon as possible following my appearance, so that I cannot be associated with any incident that may be detrimental to the good name of clowning. There is currently a clown shortage at the writing of this article. With standards rising for clowning, its popularity amongst millennials falling, clowning isn't what it used to be. The World Clown Association, the nation's largest clown trade group, says membership is down about 28% since 2004. A lifetime career as a clown can be daunting due to low pay and tough competition. In 2013, Ringling Brothers had 26 clowns in its 3 circuses. Clowning was once considered a feminist act. In 1895, the New York Times dubbed Yvetta Matthews the only lady clown on Earth. The newspaper was being hyperbolic. Lady clowns Amelia Butler and Irene Jewel Newton were Matthews' predecessors, but as a female clown, the 25-year-old was a rare sight for her time, and her clowning was framed by an example of women's emancipation. Matthews herself said that despite her circus family disapproving, she felt like she had chosen her big top career well. Being a clown meant fewer chances of being injured and more opportunities to write her own skits. You can visit a clown motel next to a graveyard. If you happen to roll into the tiny town of Tonopah, Nevada, and prefer your hotels on the spooky side, check out the Clown Motel for the night. A desert oasis is pure nightmare fuel. You'll find clown dolls and images everywhere you turn. Don't forget to enjoy the view while you're there either. This motel is right next door to an early 1900s graveyard. Have we got anything else for you? 10 bizarre facts of clowns. Now, well, here's some that I know. When I was watching one of my favourite movies, which is The Greatest Show on Earth, the clown in there, played by Jimmy Stewart, he doesn't take his clown face off during the movie because he doesn't want to reveal that he's the Doc. Spoilers, sorry. But one of the things I also found out was that the clowns had registered faces. I haven't seen that fact in the information I'm going through right here. So let's have a couple of more facts. There have been some examples of clowns throughout history, with one of the stronger ones were the Contouries, who hail from the Cheyenne tribes of North America. These warriors had to communicate exclusively using opposites. For instance, if they wanted to say yes to a question, they might shake their head. If they wanted to warn about a shortage of firewood, they might say, "We have lots of wood, don't bring any more." This reversal extended beyond speech as well. They'd wear their clothes backwards, bathe with dirt, and even try and dry themselves with water. Gosh. The reason warriors chose to be Contouries shed some light on why people in general choose to be comedians. Contouries carried a lance, one that erased all fear. The lance made a bearer invulnerable to lightning, so people with a fear of lightning or thunder could become the tribe's clown warriors and conquer their phobia. Clown law. Many professions have their own codes of ethics. Although clowns rarely find themselves facing their ethical dilemmas of, say, a doctor or lawyer, they too need to abide by a list of rules. These clown commandments mainly seek to preserve the clown as someone who exclusively spreads laughter, an important goal, and considering the creepy associations many people have with clowns. While the commandments are fairly detailed, the main points involve professional conduct and appearance, and the smoking and drinking. They shouldn't be drunk at work. They should change out of their garb as soon as possible. They should make a living being funny, but they're quite serious about not being taken seriously. Alright. There are lots and lots of further facts on here, but I'm out of time and we are finished our clown picture. I hope you enjoyed these silly clown facts tonight, and if you would be so gracious as to click like, subscribe, drop me a comment. I know that many people are not so fond of clowns, but the only picture here of a clown is going to be the drawing that I'm doing. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye for now.